everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Luna Moore, and if you're led here, it's because there is a message to it. So go ahead and study the stones and the decks and see which one calls out to you. We have rose quartz, jade, and amethyst. As far as the decks go, this one is the Angel Tarot deck, this one is the Zodiac Tarot deck, and this one is the Erethreal Visions deck. So go ahead and take your time, pause the video, reflect on which one of these decks are calling out to you. There will be some timestamps that you guys can go ahead and click on, so whenever you pick whichever one you want, you can go ahead and go straight to that timestamp and receive your message. Sorry for the lighting change, guys. My camera died, but I just wanted to insert a reminder here that a lot of these messages, there could be more than one, so don't be afraid to skip to the other parts of the deck if you felt attracted to more than one deck. If you chose the Erethreal deck with the rose quartz, we are going to start with this one. So we'll go ahead and put these to the side. Go ahead and get into the reading. Well, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. If you're new here, thank you so much for watching and listening to the words. If you are connected to this deck, there is a reason for it. The angels are choosing to speak to you through this deck, and that is why you had a feeling of peace when picking this deck. So we're gonna go ahead and see if they have anything to say. Okay, immediately. We'll take 2 more cards. And if nothing pops out, we... Just kidding. Never mind, that was fast. Okay. Sometimes angels have a way of immediately speaking before anything happens. Okay, so I see that a lot of you have been kind of misguided lately, or you've been in a situation where you've been feeling really ridiculed or defeated, and that's where the 9 of Swords comes in. There's been a lot of resistance in whatever you've been going through, whether it be relationships or a job, and I feel like a lot of you have been pretty much praying for an answer of how to move forward from this situation or how to fix it. So for a lot of you here with the Moon card, maybe you've been like disappointed with an outcome of something, whether it be the outcome of your relationship or the outcome of your job. And when you see this card in reverse, it's not necessarily negative, but it's more kind of like a reminder that maybe something didn't go the way that you planned it. If it's anything monetary, maybe you feel like you might need to focus on your finances a little bit. So instead of spending so much, maybe spend a little bit less, or maybe the message here for you is to stop spending so much, and that way whatever has been bringing you down or what you can't afford, you have to make the adjustment to be able to afford whatever you need to afford. If you've been thinking about a career, you might be burnt out, or you feel like you can't keep moving forward, or you have to take some kind of break, or maybe you've been needing a vacation for a long time and you've just been really struggling with being able to leave that job. But it can also feel like maybe you haven't been feeling so inspired lately, and you've been really struggling to like find inspiration in your everyday life. And this is where this card comes in, where you feel like you're stuck and can't really like move forward from it. If you're thinking of something like in a romantic term, this could be an ego card. Maybe you're taking the monetary value of relationships too serious, and that's why you're not happy, because you're seeking love rather than finances, but your relationship is being focused on the superficial stuff and not like emotion and love and all that stuff, and that's why you've been feeling this way too. So for a lot of you, I'm really seeing that whatever struggle that you're going through, you are being called to pretty much cut your losses of whatever the situation is. Oh, let me move this a little bit over. Okay. That you should cut your losses, whether it be a bad relationship or a bad job, and you've been really struggling with an answer or a direction. This is here telling you that it's okay to move forward, that you need to be cut off from this situation, so that everything that's been bothering you over here with the moon, that's been making you feel this way that the Nine of Swords is showing, that you can move forward and you can feel better from whatever that situation is. So the card that you got on the bottom of the deck is going to be the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is sort of your answer card, if you should say. Pretty much what direction you need to be moving forward for, based on how you're feeling. Sometimes this card can mean that you're being dependable on somebody else. Maybe they're the ones paying your finances, and that's why you're so afraid to leave this situation. Or maybe they're the ones that make you feel like you're trapped and you're so afraid to move on from this situation because you feel like you won't find that happiness in the end. This can also indicate maybe you leaving this situation would mean that you're losing a house, or maybe they're stealing something from you, whether it be something physical like property, or they're stealing your energy. They're energy vampires, and they're taking away the things that made you feel happy at one point. Or maybe you're just bored in your job and you feel like you need to be moving forward, either a new career or a new position, or you just feel like maybe you've been in this space for so long and you need to go on a vacation and you need to allow yourself to rest, but you feel like you can't afford to leave your job, or you're too afraid to ask for the time off. And relationship wise, this could be a partnership, or maybe your relationship has been lacking some kind of romance and you feel like you're too afraid to speak to your partner about it because you don't know how they're going to react. Or maybe you've just been missing out on the romance that you crave and you feel like you deserve, and that maybe this is a call for you to reevaluate the relationship and move forward, and possibly, you know, maybe even let go of the connection and find something better for yourself. So a lot of you that picked this card in specific, it might be love related, especially because rose quartz is specifically a stone that a lot of people use to attract love and speak of love. And truly, when I'm reading these cards, I felt like Spirit was saying that there was just a lot of emotional like things going on here. So I mean, to each their own. It could be about a job, or it could be about money, but a lot of it is looking like love and relationship. So a lot of you are definitely stuck in a relationship that you don't need to be in, and you really need to move out of this situation in order for you to move forward and get the life that you've been wanting. Or this is your call from Spirit, that whatever you've been going through in this relationship is not it. And a lot of these cards in like a love way are negative facing cards when they're in reverse. So obviously some of you are in some kind of bad situation, and this is your call to move forward, and that yes, it's okay to move forward from this, and you shouldn't be afraid to move forward, because if you don't, you're gonna be like the Nine of Swords right here, being stuck in this situation that you don't want to be in, and you will never move past your obstacles and be able to get out of that cage that you feel like you're in. So for those of you that pick this pile, I just want you to know that it is okay to not want the thing that you have right now. And a lot of times it can be scary to move forward, but if you don't move forward, you will never be able to see what's next for you or what else could come if you're so stuck in this Nine of Swords and just being stuck in the way that you have been. So my advice to you, just evaluate your situations. Make sure that the things that are happening to you are not what you really want, and not just a situation of consequence of things that you have done. And take those steps to move out of this Nine of Swords energy and move on to something even better for you. So that is for all of my Erethreal Visions deck people. Thank you so much for watching this, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, if you guys chose the Zodiac Tarot with the Jade Stone, this is your message from Spirit for this week. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards, and if anything comes out, that's directly what they have to tell you. And if we don't get any cards coming out immediately, I was just gonna pick from the top, but obviously they have a lot to say, so I'm gonna leave that here, and we're just gonna flip these over as they are. So I see that a lot of you have been really victorious in a situation that you've just gone through, whether it be getting out of a bad relationship, leaving a bad job, or moving forward from a family situation that was really bothering you. Here with the Ten of Swords in reverse, it could feel like all of those things have been kind of stabbing you in the back, like kind of how the card depicts right here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. You can kind of see it, but see how let me see if it'll focus. Okay. So see how she's kind of laying down and looks like she's getting stabbed with those feelings. This is kind of you in whatever that situation was that wasn't really serving you in a way, and now you feel like you're finally in control of the situation and you can move forward, or you're already in the process of moving forward from whatever that situation was. So with the Five of Swords here, this will always indicate some kind of victory or some kind of challenge or some kind of crisis that somebody's going through. And a lot of the times this indicates like a win or loss situation. So maybe you were going through something and you felt like it was never ending, and you really felt really defeated and you couldn't move forward from it. Well, this is a calling that tells you to be brave and to keep moving, because it is the right direction and that you're gonna be okay. A lot of you might be Aquarius as well, or Sagittarius. There's a lot of Sagittarius, Aquarius, Aries energy in this little spread right here. So if you are an Aquarius, there's some Gemini energy in there too. Comment down below just to let us know, you know. But yeah. So with the Ten of Swords in reverse here, again, this is the end of a cycle, the end of whatever situation you were going through here. Whether you're in the end phase right now or this is your calling to move forward from the end, that is what is being said right here. You have to have the ability to move forward and be clear and celebrate new beginnings. It tells us to let go of the old and let in the light of new beginnings for you to move forward. And here with the Ace of Wands, this is like you holding on, like a victory, like you make it through this situation, whether you're just starting right here to realize or you're already at this point right here where you know that you can move forward and you're already there and you're already in the celebration of whatever you're moving from, whether that be you finally told your ex that you don't want to have anything to do with them, or you finally cut that job that's been draining you for who knows how long because you really hated it and it wasn't paying the bills, or you finally let go of those financial like insecurities or bad habits that was bringing you down in this space of like not being able to afford your life because you were too busy spending money that you really just did not have. So this Knight of Cups here, for some of you, this might be a romantic kind of spread. So if you've been thinking relationship and the situation here and the Five of Swords was romantic, this card right here can indicate that there is something better for you on the other side, that there's more passion on the other side, a more romantic love. Although it feels unstable, for some of you that maybe have been thinking about staying with this person, that even though it's unstable, love is always a battle, obviously. So love is a choice. So some of you might be debating whether or not you want to break up with this person or you want to give them another chance. A lot of times this card can indicate that it is okay. It's kind of an inspiration for you to maybe relook at the situation and maybe that the person that you're with is actually capable of some kind of gentleness and warmth that you've been looking for, even if they can be unstable. If it's something monetary, money-wise, if you've been thinking about money while you've been going through this spread, this could just mean that you're finally like figuring out what works for you on a money basis, whether it's you finally figure out what you want to sell, what business you want to work in, or what job you want to get, or you finally kind of got your stuff under control. So that's what that can mean. But overall, this is a very like positive spread for those of you that pick this deck. I'm feeling that a lot of this again is like a love kind of reading. Again, to each their own. If you've been thinking about finances, it will be about finances. If you're thinking about a career, it can be about a career. But for a lot of you, this is a romantic spread. So a lot of you are in this space of deciding whether or not the person that you've been fighting with here is worth it over here in the Knight of Cups. And my advice to you, my fellow watchers, my fellow star seeds, is that you should really just evaluate what your situation is and decide if it's something that you want to move forward from. So your card at the bottom of the deck was the Queen of Wands in reverse. So with the Queen of Wands in reverse, I feel like it's kind of like a balance card. A lot of you might be fire signs, especially. There's a lot of fire sign energy going on in this reading in specific. So with the Queen of Wands being in reverse, this could mean that whatever the situation you're going through, it might not come to reality as fast as you want it to be, or maybe you're overexcited about the relationship that you're in, or maybe you just don't feel inspired about it. This could just mean that maybe you need to slow down a little bit. Like I said earlier, you need to really evaluate whatever this situation was over here and decide if it's something that you really want to move forward from. If this is something monetary for you, this is just a warning to be careful with your investments or the way that you're spending your money. And if you're dealing with very big finances, just make sure that the person that you're sharing those finances with are somebody that you can trust. If it's a career issue, she kind of indicates like to be careful with power struggles or like watching your back in a way. Maybe somebody you're at work with, your coworker, is this person that you're fighting with over here, and it's making you not want to be at this job anymore. Maybe this is your boss and you just feel like you can't handle them anymore, and this is kind of an indication that like you just need to be wary of whoever this person is. Again, if this is a relationship thing for you, it can just or this card just indicates that it's like an emotional upset for you, or maybe they were cheating on you and this is your sign to really move forward from this relationship in general. Or maybe it's just a call for you to really like ask if you need more compassion in your relationship, which is okay for you to ask. The Queen of Wands can represent like passion and maybe just a call for like love in a way. This could be you also. You could be somebody that's very powerful, very emotional, and you're demanding respect and loyalty from whatever these situations are. Or maybe you're the one that's here. Maybe you're here and this is the person that you've been thinking about, and maybe you're the one that's been jealous and manipulative, whether it be in business or your love life, and it's really calling you to just reevaluate all your things and really focus on what's important to you and if it's worth it for you to be this person, if you are the person that's causing the issues over here in the Five of Swords. So overall, my starseed people, just reevaluate your situation and just make sure that if this Five of Swords situation is something that you cannot handle and you feel like it's time to move forward, you should do it. Don't be afraid of what's to come in the future, because this card spread indicates here that you will be victorious and that you will move forward. And this is here you celebrating whatever you've been going through. So don't be afraid to move forward, y'all. Like, keep it moving. Move on to the next. You guys got this. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if these messages resonated for you, and I will see you guys in the next video. My little star seeds, if you chose the Angel Tarot deck and the Amethyst crystal, this is for you. The Amethyst is a symbol of protection, just so you're all aware, and obviously angels are the divine beings of the universe that watch over us and protect us every single day. So how this is gonna work is I will be shuffling the cards, and then if there is a message for you that they have directly, they will spew out the cards themselves. Or if we do not get any cards coming out on their own, we will split the deck 3 ways and get your message from there. But it looks like we don't have to do that, so we will just go ahead and see what we have. Considering that all the cards were upright, it is a very positive message. Starting here with the Ace of Swords card. This one represents the start of something new, a beginning. It can mean that maybe you're going through a spiritual journey, or maybe you've been going through a mental journey and you're kind of allowing yourself to learn about these situations and, you know, give yourself clarity on whatever it is that you've been trying to work through or learn about. It could also mean that maybe you had a contract or some kind of financial thing happening to you, and you're really taking the time to like evaluate everything for you. If you've been thinking about money, this represents the birth of something new, an idea, or maybe something that you could profit from in the down end, whether it be starting like an Etsy, or really feeling like you're getting ready to sell that product that you've been waiting for a while, or start selling meal preps, or maybe you have been thinking about going into business with somebody, and this is your sign that they want you to move forward with that person. If you've been thinking about career-wise, they could just be starting a brand new job, and whatever job that you've been moving forward from, this is the new one, and this is a sign that it's like the job for you, and this is what you really needed to like move your intellect and your finances forward. Or maybe you left a dead-end job, and this new job that you're doing is something that's going to feed your soul spiritually and physiologically, and you will have clarity moving forward about the situation that you want. If you're thinking about love, this could really just be a new relationship, something that's very positive, or somebody that finally matches like you and your ideas and what you feel like is right, and that you guys will inspire one another and really enjoy whatever this relationship here is. So again, this is a very positive set of cards. So for a lot of you, it could be a very big financial move or very big relationship choice, and this is your like opening, your eye opening that, hey, this is what this is about. So considering whatever situation you had over here with the Ace of Swords, the Four of Pentacles really indicates that like whatever you're thinking about is going to be stable, whether it be the relationship you've been thinking about or the business move you were thinking about over here, that this is going to be a stable decision. It could indicate financially that it's the right investment for you to move forward to, or maybe that this position that you've been thinking about here, or maybe that financial habit that you want to start right here is in the right direction for you. Or if it's a job, maybe this is saying that there's a good income that'll come from the job, even though you don't feel inspired or challenged in your current position. But once you take hold of the career that you've been thinking about over here and move forward to here in the Four of Pentacles, this job is really going to take you where you need to go with your finances and break a lot of like things that have been happening for you. And this is the angels calling you to take that step and move forward here to whatever that is. If you're thinking romantically, this could really just mean that the person that you've been thinking about over here is a very stable and secure person, and maybe you've been thinking about moving into a relationship with this person, and this card will indicate that it is a good idea, that you really should make that relationship based more on love than you should on any kind of like financial status. So don't be afraid to take the next step with this person that you have over here in the Ace of Swords. So this card right here, the Knights of Swords, it really just indicates your passion for whatever is happening over here. So if it's like a business that you want to start, you're incredibly passionate about it. The person that you've been thinking about the entire time you've been hearing this, you're very passionate about that person, and it's really just objectifying like whatever was going on over here. Monetarily, it's pretty much saying that you might have to think on this financial matter like fast. You don't want to ignore the situation, but you really need to make that decision like quickly, because a lot of times with money and like deals with other people, if you don't act fast enough, you're gonna lose the deal. So that might be a calling for those of you that have been thinking about money, that you really just need to like think about it and not act on any kind of impulse of what you're thinking. As far as careers, if you've been feeling restless about whatever was going on over here, you should really, quit that job, move forward. You're angry about the workplace that you've been over here and you just really want to get out of it and find your dream job over here with the Four of Pentacles. You should just really do it. You should just move forward from it, truly. But it's also a warning for you not to burn the bridges that you have at your old job over here. You just want to make sure that you investigate your options and just make sure that you're not doing it out of impulse because you're mad that your boss did something to you and you really want to get back at them, or you just want to quit because you really hate that your boss isn't giving you the time that you want, even though you waited until the last minute to ask for them. Just make sure that if this is something that you really want to get rid of and move forward over here to the Four of Pentacles, that you're really thinking about it, and the angels don't want you to make a haste decision. My Bridgerton fans, but don't rush into this decision over here. Make sure it's exactly what you want and then move forward to come over here. Those of you that have been thinking about relationships, just really really think about changing the next step of this relationship over here. If it's something that you really want, don't be afraid to go for it. Maybe it's something that will bring you more freedom, more excitement, more openness in who you are, and this person will allow you to be the person that you wanted to be. Just be flexible with the way it turns out, because a lot of times the best things for you are never the things that you would have thought would get you that way. So just make sure that you're really going into this relationship with an open mind, and the person that you've been thinking about, also don't jump into it if you know that maybe they don't really like you in that way, or you've been too nervous. You really just want to think about how you're moving forward in that situation. Don't be too quick to think about whatever is going on with you, and just make sure that you're not doing anything out of impulse, that you're really thinking about whatever you're doing before you decide to jump into this Four of Pentacles. Because if you just jump into it, it might not turn out how you want it to be, or you might go in the wrong direction. Don't forget, with tarot, it's not a dedication of what will happen to you in the future. It's just a suggestion of how you should tread towards your next thing. So your card at the bottom of the deck was actually the Death card. So I know a lot of people, they get scared when they see this card, because I'm gonna bring it closer. Sorry. A lot of people get scared when they see this card because they feel like it's something that's negative, and a lot of people will associate it with something evil, when it's not really that. It's more of just a warning per se. So when you see this card in reverse, it pretty much says that you're really just putting off making the changes of whatever is going on over here, and you're kind of acting out on fear. Sorry, I had to bring you out a little bit. But yeah, this card in reverse is just indicating that whatever situation you have right here, you are just really nervous about it, and it's not allowing you to move towards this card over here. Maybe you're stuck in some kind of old pattern and you really have to fix it, but you're just too lazy to move forward. Even though you're unhappy with whatever this situation is over here, or not necessarily unhappy, but you really just don't know about this situation. You just don't know if it's something that you are even worthy of moving forward from. And I promise you that it is, because again, this whole spread has been a very positive spread. Don't let this card in reverse scare you. It's pretty much, you guys can still kind of see. Sorry about the lighting change. But anyways, monetarily, this could just be you being unwilling to let go of whatever investment that wasn't allowing you to move forward over here, or whatever doubts you had about the investment that you're moving forward from. It's just kind of a call to have you like rethink and make sure that you're not refusing whatever it is that's blocking you from here just because you're afraid of it. If it's job related or career related, this could just be you being afraid to cut off like the job, or you're just too afraid to like be okay with moving away from this job because you've been stuck there for so long. For love, this could just be you needing some kind of work or some kind of confidence booster to be able to move forward over here with this person. You might just be afraid that you're gonna get rejected, but you really shouldn't be afraid. I think this is like a message for you to really just be confident and move forward in that way, and not let sadness or just fear of the word no really get to you. This could also indicate that maybe you've been out of a relationship for a long time and you've just been afraid to move forward because you know you were stuck in that situation for so long and you were so stubborn to move on to something better that you were allowing the past to really dictate you. This is kind of a smack to your face saying like, hey, get over that situation. This person is better for you, and if you want to be happy over here and see the abundance that you have over here, you really need to let go of whatever it is you have right here. Sorry. So that is the message for you guys with the Angel Tarot. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe if it resonated with you, and we will see you guys, or I will see you, sorry, we'll see you in the, sometimes with tarot when you're reading, you know, there's a lot going on and there's like more than one, you know, angel trying to tell you something, but thank you.